All Disney parks around the world are temporarily closed, and Disney Cruise Line has suspended all sailings. Now, you might be at a loss for words while also having more questions than you can possibly ask. That's why we've been tirelessly searching for answers to help you make sense of this very difficult time. We're going to answer them all today. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. From refunds to how to break the news to your kids that your Disney vacation was canceled, we're covering all of our readers' and viewers' concerns as best we can. Since this is all still developing news, we do have a page over on DisneyFoodBlog.com where we're posting the latest updates and policy changes and eventually reopening dates for the parks. We'll link that here, and you can add questions in the comments and we'll try our best to get you the answers that you need. But in the meantime, let's answer all of the questions we've been getting for the past few days. First up, what exactly is closed? All Disney theme parks are closed in addition to overseas parks. This includes Disneyland, DCA, Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, and the overseas parks in Shanghai, Hong Kong, Tokyo, and Paris. As of this morning, all on-property Disneyland hotels are also closed. Disneyworld owned and operated hotels will be closed as of 5 p.m. on Friday, March 20th, so that guests have time to change their plans. We've also heard that the Walt Disney World Dolphin Resort will be shutting down and moving all of its guests over to the Swan Resort. Disney has also closed all of the Disney-owned and operated stores in Downtown Disney and Disney Springs. Non-Disney-owned stores and restaurants are able to make their own decision, though we have heard a couple of them already have decided to shut down. Also, all Disney stores in North America will be closed as of Tuesday, March 17th. You can still shop online, though, at shopdisney.com. Water parks at Disney World are closed as well. Typhoon Lagoon was already closed for a yearly refurb, and Blizzard Beach is showing no opening times, though it was not listed in the official closure statement from Disney World. Disney cast members who are able to have been asked to work from home, including parks experience teams, so the closures won't impact your ability to alter your reservations at either park or get a refund in some cases. Now, what's transportation going to be like? If you're still in Disney World, you may be wondering how you're going to get around. Now, Disney just released this morning that all transportation will also be suspended from Wednesday, March 18th, though Magical Express to the airport will continue through Friday when the hotels will be closing. A cast member we spoke with told us the plan will be for guests staying in the Disney World hotels to take the buses and transfer at Disney Springs if they need to get to another resort hotel. At this time, it appears that the Skyliner will not be running, but buses and monorails should continue to operate. Since decisions are being made rapidly and without much warning, check with your front desk for the most up-to-date information regarding transportation when you're in Disney World. So the big questions, refunds. What happens to park tickets I've already paid for? Now, I just want to say right here, we do have a post on Disney Food Blog that gives you a step-by-step way to get refunds for everything you can and to reschedule everything you can. We've got all the details there for you, so you can go check that out as well. We are really trying to be as helpful as we can to everybody who's got that trip booked during this time. Okay, so what happens to park tickets I've already paid for? Disney is not issuing refunds for park tickets at this time. However, multi-day tickets with unused days or tickets dated between March 12th and March 31st, 2020 will automatically be extended until December 15th, 2020. If you're unable to use your tickets by that date, Disney will credit the value of your unused tickets toward another ticket purchase at a future date. Guests who have purchased separate tickets to Disney's After Hours, Disney Villains After Hours, Early Morning Magic, or events between March 16th and March 31st will automatically be refunded. Florida resident Discover Disney tickets may be used through July 31st, 2020. Now, what if you purchase Memory Maker? A cast member we spoke to told us if you purchased Memory Maker as part of a package, you will be refunded for it. If you purchased it separately, they will be able to put an extension on it for you to use at a later date. How can I cancel or reschedule my trip? Currently, Disneyland and Disney World are scheduled to be closed through March 31st, although parks overseas have seen their closures extended. Guests who are booked to stay at Disney World between now and the end of the month have the option to cancel or change the dates of their trip. If no action is taken, you will automatically get a refund, which will be processed within 7 to 10 days if you don't check in at your designated check-in date. At this time, Disneyland is not automatically refunding hotel and package reservations, but guests will not be penalized for canceling after their check-in date if you cannot get in touch with someone at Disneyland to cancel beforehand. The number you'll want to call to cancel for Disneyland only is 714-520-5050. You can also visit disneyland.disney.go.com/resort-cancellation to cancel your trip online. This is only for trips between now and March 31st, although I'm really hoping that they will start using this long term, because it'd be great to be able to cancel my Disneyland reservations online and not have to call. Disney World, you can cancel your hotel reservations through the My Disney Experience app. And if you have a package, you can cancel through your travel agent, My Disney Experience, or you'll have to call Disney. What if we booked a trip later than March? If you have a trip to Disney World scheduled between now and June 30th, 2020, you are able to change or cancel your trip without incurring any fees or penalties. Remember, if you have not booked directly through Disney, you'll want to contact your travel agent or third-party booking site to change or cancel your dates. Is Disney refunding prepaid dining? Both Disney World and Disneyland are automatically refunding all prepaid dining and experiences reserved between March 16th through March 31st. You don't need to call to cancel these, and this includes reservations in Galaxy's Edge. If you have a reservation that requires a credit card guarantee, you won't be charged a no-show fee if the reservation is made at a location impacted by the closure. Dining reservations at Disney Springs and the resorts are not explicitly mentioned here, so remember to cancel those if you have any during the closure dates and you're not planning to attend those reservations, and contact Disney directly regarding any prepaid reservations at the hotels outside of the parks. Because remember, those hotels are staying open, so you can feasibly go and have your meals there, but if you've canceled your entire trip, then you're going to need to cancel those meals as well on your My Disney Experience account. Or at least make sure they're canceled, because Disney has said that if you don't check in for your reservation, they will automatically cancel those dining reservations as well. What about military Disney World tickets? Military Disney World tickets will expire at the beginning of January 2021. If you're unable to travel before then, you can contact Disney World's ticketing services for further assistance by calling 407-566-4985 and selecting option 4. Will annual pass holders get an extension? This is a question we're getting a lot. Yes. According to Disney's website, Walt Disney World annual passes will be extended by the number of days the parks are closed, March 16th, 2020 through March 31st, 2020. In Disneyland, all annual pass holders who have passports that are valid during the closure period will have their passport expiration date extended based on pass type and level of access due to the impacts of the closure. Currently, there have been no announcements to changes on blockout dates for annual pass holders, but you will definitely get your pass extended, the number of dates that the parks are closed that you would have been able to go into the park. Will I still be able to make Fast Passes 60 days out? Yes, if your Fast Pass window is opening soon, you will be able to make Fast Pass reservations for your upcoming trip. Right now, the only Fast Passes you can't make are during Disney World's temporary closure dates. If you've made Fast Passes from March 16th through March 31st, they will automatically be canceled. How are DVC vacations being refunded? Since the parks will be closing, Disney Vacation Club reservations will be receiving the same treatment as other guests staying at the resorts. That means any Disney Vacation Club reservations at Disney World, Disneyland, or Disney's beach resorts through March 31st can be canceled or rescheduled. If you take no action, DVC points will automatically be credited to your account within 7 days of your originally planned arrival date. Guests have also stated that points purchased through DVC rental agencies are offering refunds and booking modifications as well. How is Disney Cruise Line handling cancellations? Well, due to the number of departure cancellations, the cruise line will offer the use of a future cruise credit or an option for a full refund to guests whose vacations are impacted. Since there are a high number of calls at the call center, the Disney Cruise Line advises that guests wait to contact them until after they or their travel agents have received an email about their upcoming sailings. Are other theme parks in Central Florida and Southern California closed? Absolutely. Universal Studios Hollywood and Orlando are both currently closed as well, with expectations to reopen at the end of March. Hotels and City Walk at both resorts remain open at this time. SeaWorld is also closed to guests at this time. This includes parks in other parts of the country as well. Are the new Cirque de Soleil shows being canceled? Now, we spoke to a representative for Cirque de Soleil who told us there are no plans as of right now to cancel any performances of Drawn to Life, which will be debuting in the middle of the closure period. But should you wish to change the dates of your tickets, you may do so by contacting them directly. They will transfer your tickets over to any available dates that suit you until the end of 2020. Remember, Drawn to Life is the brand new Cirque du Soleil show that is opening in Disney Springs here in just a week or so. Will Run Disney's Star Wars Rival Run be canceled? We also spoke with a representative from Run Disney last Thursday who said, as of that time, there are no plans to cancel the race, which runs April 16th to the 19th, 2020 at Disney World. Registered participants will likely receive an email if that information changes. Will construction still be ongoing during the closure? We're getting this question a lot from folks because there's so much under construction right now. At this time, Disney hasn't released any information about whether or not construction on Disneyland and Disney World's numerous projects will halt or continue during the temporary closure. We'll keep you updated as we find out more information about those items. What will Disney do with all that leftover food? Disneyland will be donating its food to Second Harvest Food Bank in Orange County, an organization they've been working with closely since 2014. Excess inventory of dairy, fruit, vegetables, prepackaged goods, and banquet meals will be donated to support the mission of ending hunger in Orange County. Last year alone, Disneyland Resort donated over 20,000 meals to Second Harvest. If my family has to cancel our trip, how should we deal with it? With lots of love and patience. We know how heartbreaking it is to have to cancel a vacation you've been looking forward to for many months or maybe even years. But out of an abundance of caution, Disney has come to this decision, which couldn't have been easy for them to make. They certainly know how disappointing and hard this is for their guests who were planning on visiting the parks in the next few weeks. But due to these unfortunate circumstances, which are completely outside of their control, they're working diligently with every guest to get trips rescheduled, get refunds, and get us back to our happy place as soon as possible. Don't forget, we have that post on Disney Food Blog that's a step-by-step guide to what you need to cancel, what you don't need to cancel, and what you should do next. Now, this last question I'm getting a lot from people. I'm getting so many direct messages from folks saying, AJ, my trip is planned in April, in May, in June. Do you think Disney World's really going to reopen on April 1st? And the answer to that is I don't know. Tokyo Disney set a certain opening date and they've extended their closure for that time frame. So I don't think we or Disney or anybody else really knows how this thing is going to develop. So if you do have a trip planned for April, May, June, July, just sit tight. We're going to find out the information when we see what happens with this virus and its spread. I don't think even Disney knows what's going to happen on April 1st. They're hoping to reopen, but we will see what the state of the world looks like in a couple of weeks. So stay tuned to Disney Food Blog. We'll get all your questions answered. And if it does reopen, then great. It's business as usual. So stay tuned and know that if it doesn't reopen, then Disney will of course offer refunds and ways to reschedule your trip as well. So right now, Disney World and Disneyland are both set to reopen at the beginning of April. If you have more specific questions, contact Disney directly, but remember that they're dealing with a very high call volume at the moment, so it may take a little while for your call to be connected. Also, keep in mind that this situation is changing rapidly. Cast members may not be able to answer every single question you may have at this time, but they will try their best to help you out as much as they can. We also have pages on DisneyFoodblog.com where we're linking and constantly updating every bit of news regarding travel and closures for Disney parks and resorts around the world. Some of your questions may be answered there as well if you're having trouble getting through to Disney directly. We'd also like to say a huge thank you to all of our viewers. Without you, there would be no Disney Food Blog. And all of us here on the team hope that we're able to help you guys plan and answer some of your questions during this stressful time. We'll continue to post videos while the parks are closed, because if you can't be in the parks, might as well virtually be there, right? And we'll continue to update you with all the latest news as it comes in. So be sure to follow us on social and sign up for our newsletter to get all the updates as soon as they're released. Thank you guys for listening. Thanks for watching. We're all in this together. This is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.